If you ever wondered which corner of the DC universe truly keeps the nightmares at bay, well, it's not Superman, not Batman, and not the Justice League, you know. There's another team shrouded in darkness that steps in when the monsters are too old, too strange, or too magical for anyone else to handle. Justice League Dark. It starts, as these things often do, with a whisper, a tingle on the nape of the world's collective neck. Strange omens. Rivers running backward. People reciting ancient curses in tongues they never learned. The regular Justice League takes notice, but they're out of their depth. Superman can't punch a curse, and Batman isn't about to decipher runes scrawled in blood. That's when John Constantine walks in, cigarette dangling, trench coat, a little more battered than usual. The man's made a career of dancing with devils and living to tell the tale. He's not exactly hero material, not in the classic sense. But when spirits claw their way through the veil and magic refuses to play by the rules, he's the one they begrudgingly call. But Constantine never works alone, not by choice, but by necessity. Magic's a dirty job, and the cleanup usually needs more than just one misanthropic sorcerer. Enter Zatanna, the spellslinger who performs miracles backwards. More than stage flair, her talent is command over the very language of magic itself. She's every bit Constantine's equal, and sometimes his conscience. They meet decidedly not by appointment. An abandoned theater in Detroit, tragedy already brewing backstage. Zatanna's patience for John is wafer-thin, but she knows the stakes. Shadows flicker. The walls drip with ancient evil, and as the two enter, a voice booms, disembodied, echoing. Welcome. This is Dead Man's haunted ghost, with both style and purpose. Boston Brand, to the living, is an indelible force of possession. He slips into hosts, wears their bodies like masks, but never for his own gain. Tonight, he's the messenger. Someone's roused the enchantress, a sorceress whose power is only matched by her uncontrollable rage. She's fractured, unpredictable, and whatever's loose in this city has drawn her out into the open. They barely have time to compare notes before the air chills. The stage lights burst, and vines crawl from beneath the seats alive with malevolent purpose. Swamp Thing lumbers forth, half men, half elemental, the parliament of trees, answer to supernatural catastrophe, is Earth's guardian. But now his roots writhe with pain. Something ancient is feeding on the very essence of magic, defiling the green, corrupting what shouldn't be touched. Side by side, the four of them form a front, but magic is seldom fair. As Constantine sketches protective sigils in the air, Zatanna intones powerful reversals, serps at live. While Swamp Thing binds the crawling shadows with roots thicker than fire hoses, Deadman, unseen, barrels through the phantasmal attacker, shaking information loose. This is no simple haunting. It's the upside-down man, a being from a realm eclipsed by logic and light, where the laws of magic twist into paradox. And he's hungry. The fight is less a brawl than an act of will against metaphysical chaos. Zatanna's voice wavers. Swamp Thing shudders, leaves crumbling. Constantine's lighter flicks and a protective circle blazes up just in time to prevent the world from unraveling. Deadman, intangible but vital, manipulates the will of the floating specters summoned by the upside-down man, forcing them to hesitate, to doubt. They barely manage to contain the incursion. Constantine trades a favor to a demon he hoped never to see again, a necessary evil, and one that places him even deeper in the red. Zatanna closes the rift, her chant echoing through a dozen dimensions, the power in her words leaving her spent. Silence falls. The theater, battered and smoking, is alive once again only. Now it's watched over by four figures who don't exactly look like saviors. This is Justice League Dark. The line between humanity and what lies beyond. They save the world from threats invisible and unbelievable, collecting scars that no ordinary hero would bear. There are no medals, no front pages only. The satisfaction of standing firm when the darkness comes calling. And tomorrow, they'll do it all again. Because when the nightmares crawl into the daylight, someone has to keep the monsters in check. And if you're lucky, you'll never see their work or know how close you came to losing everything to the dark.